So my first lesson from the Vajrasattva retreat was about working with boredom, and I talked about that in my last BBC. And the second takeaway I had from this amazing Nondro retreat was about how the Nondro Vajrasattva practice of 100,000 long Vajrasattva mantras is a simile for the path to Buddhahood. So how is this? It's like when you start the Nundro and you feel like it's too much, I can't do it, it's so heavy, it's so long, it takes a really long time, it's so difficult, it's boring, I don't have the energy, the strength, I don't have the time, I have all these chores and things to do. And then you go in there and you sit down and one mantra connects to the next mantra, which finishes a mala, and that mala connects to the next one, and that session is finished, and then that connects to the other sessions. Your day is finished, that connects to the week, and then the month is finished, and your whole retreat is finished. And your little piece of paper fills up with little checks, and eventually you look at your paper and it's totally full. You have to get a new one, and then you're done with your retreat. It's really amazing, just like that. So in the same way, a lot of people say, oh man, the path to Buddhahood is way too hard. It takes so long, 3 countless great eons just when you get to the path of accumulation, right? And I'm not even there. You guys are probably there, but I feel like I'm on a pre-path. You know, when you're getting on the Pacific Coast Trail, like to get to the trail, there's like the approaching path, right? I feel like some of us are there, like we're approaching the path. We're getting closer and closer. Eventually we're going to make it. So it's going to take a while, and that's okay. And that's the takeaway that I really cherish from this retreat, one of the many, many takeaways. So I think if I can do this really long, difficult retreat, and other people can do it too, then maybe the path to Buddhahood is actually possible. I feel this visceral, experiential feeling of like, it is possible. Like we can study Dharmakirti and Dignaga and see from a philosophical, intellectual way how the path to awakening is possible. But here with the Vajrasattva retreat and the Nondro practice, we see and we can feel it in ourselves, deep down in our bones, how it is possible to actually attain Buddhahood. And I really cherish that experience because it's so unique and so precious and rare. So the analogy that's often given is like drops in a bucket, filling the bucket completely. And Venerable Kadru mentioned that a couple weeks ago. So each drop is vital. When you look at the bucket, you can't tell from one drop to the next if there's any change. It looks exactly the same, like nothing happened. But that drop is essential. That individual drop is necessary. Why? Because it connects all the little drops before it, and it will connect all the little drops in front of it, and eventually, drop by drop by drop, you come back in a week and the bucket is full of water or overflowing with water. And in the same way, each action that we do at the Abbey, each action that all the lay people do at home, helping and benefiting other people with a good motivation, with some realization of emptiness, that helps too. And we gather merit, and we increase our wisdom, and we purify, and eventually, bit by bit by bit, we become Buddhas. So it might take a while, but what else are we going to do? This is a joyful, incredible path. What else would you rather be doing than slowly making your way to Buddhahood? Another analogy that's often used is the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And I looked it up. Guinness has a world record for people who have circumnavigated circumnavigated the whole globe. And eventually, step by step by step, they just woke up and kept going. And eventually, they walked the circumference of the entire earth. And in the same way, the things we do day by day, bit by bit, we set our motivation, we engage in the action, and then we dedicate. And as soon as we dedicate, we can set our next motivation for moving into our next action. And even when we're sleeping, like, it's like a mala, it's just circular. So it doesn't stop when we're asleep, and then we wake up and it starts again. But we set our motivation with bodhicitta. May this sleep benefit countless sentient beings and be a cause for their awakening. With some realization of emptiness, I can't actually find the actual sleep. There's no inherent existence to this sleep. But hopefully this sleep will be beneficial for countless sentient beings. So then all through the night, 6 or 7 hours, we can be gaining merit. So when we come online again in the morning, boom, we wake up, and we set our motivation for the day, we dedicate all the merit we gained from sleeping, and we do our prostrations and refuge and bodhicitta again, and that connects to getting our tea, setting our motivation, may this tea benefit countless sentient beings, and that connects to the next activity. So it's just steady flow, this river of merit that we're gaining day by day by day, and it adds up. And like I said before, each action is important. Each drop in the bucket is important. It's vital. It is necessary for us to gain Buddhahood. So like Geshe-la said today, don't underestimate the power of these small karmic seeds that we're creating, because they can have enormous effects. And bit by bit, these karmic seeds connect and they lead to something really incredible, something amazing. And we'll have the capacity when we are Buddhas where we can benefit all other sentient beings in the best way possible. And there's nothing better than that. What else would you rather do? So let's do that today.